Relax, everybody. I'm back.
Oh, thank God.
Buddies, take it easy. Take it easy.
Oh, wait, did you leave?
So,
That was to suggest he didn't know you were gone.
Oh, yeah. No, took off for a minute, did a vacation. Oh, it's so nice.
Yeah.
But I came back, and now I'm, like, racking my brain. Like, okay, what? We're done with The Long Dark.
Yeah.
So now I got to figure out what next. So I looked at a couple games over this past few days. I looked at Volcanoids, which I still think would be fun one day. That's like the 4-player.
Yeah.
You're on an island. The
Yeah.
volcano goes off every 30 minutes.
All the characters are still the same?
No, I found a mod that changes the way the characters look.
Oh.
So that's possible to do. I also figured out a way to do free cam so we could get spectator shots. So I was getting really excited. Then I had my friend Eric jump in with me. It's like, okay, I want to see what free cam looks like with someone else running around. I want to see how far it can go before, it starts de-rendering shit. The free cam in Volcanoids is a giant eyeball.
Yeah.
That floats in the sky.
How
that
giant?
you can see.
Yeah.
Not giant. Okay, so not really giant.
Well, bigger
Like a
than an
beach
average
ball.
eyeball.
It's a
beach
beach ball.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
So you could see it, but...
Yeah, so
Okay,
it's like if I'm in free cam and you're running around and you look up in the sky, you'll see an eyeball just
Is it
looking at
creepy?
you. It's not even really an eyeball. It's a ball with like a tube, a blue tube on the end of it.
Okay.
But when I looked at it from the right angle, you go, that's an eyeball looking
Yeah.
at me. It's really odd.
And
Okay.
it's to me, it's fun because that is now a personality.
That's
Listen,
true.
If
You
we
could do
can,
Goddess Ada Hop route. I was like,
Exactly.
okay, that you could absolutely
why
play it
wouldn't
that
you?
way.
God,
It's
eye,
like-
whatever it is,
Yeah.
because, you
Like,
know,
we're
that
being
is
watched.
a character.
But
Yeah.
then you had another idea.
I had another idea. I was like, all right, let me check out where Sons of the Forest is at. I looked at their recent updates, and they've added an in-game boss fight.
Oh.
Which is what I was waiting for.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I don't want to play this game and not have an in-game boss fight.
Right?
What's
then
the
have to-
point?
Then have to stop. So yeah, that game has an ending now. So I hopped in there, checking out their free cam capabilities. It's a little wonky. You can't really control the camera. Like, you have to like click and drag your screen, and then hide your cursor each time.
A lot of photo modes are that way.
Yeah, so it's kind of the same thing. But,
Yeah.
But doable.
but certainly doable.
Yeah,
so
establishing
now,
shots for sure.
now in my head, I'm like, man, I think we might jump into Sons of the Forest.
I think it's time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hope it's not too early.
Yeah. Well,
So what? It's been out for several months now.
Yeah. And
All
they're
right,
still
so-
working on it.
And they're still working
updating
on it.
shit.
So yeah, we're good.
Grandsons of the Forest just got announced, so
Right.
we got some time.
But yeah, I need to start playing it, and just kind of really wrapping myself in it and figuring it out. But I think, I think we could all jump in there. We'll need somebody just as spectator, because a lot of the times in games like Neebs, you and I kind of take the role of spectator if we can, like Grounded.
Yeah.
Grounded's only 4-player.
That's
so
right.
if we split off into 2 teams, then, usually Neebs is like, okay, let me try to get to you guys and shoot you guys.
The audience is like, what?
How?
These guys are so talented.
How do they do?
Crazy.
They're like the Globetrotters of YouTube.
Oh, that's why they don't progress at all in between things.
That's right.
Yeah, that's, that's
They're
right.
just sitting here waiting while Neebs doing shit. I'm just like, all right, I'll watch his body.
Yep, you got to.
Yeah, and sometimes we're out in 2. Yeah, exactly. Needs,
'Cause, yeah, and
Apser
that-
goes up. I'm looking out for spiders.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep,
Because
yep.
in that and Grounded, you're, I don't know if you talked about it before, yeah, but you're a gnat. Like, that's a new
Sometime,
thing that
yeah.
we've been doing. At least a lot of the time
Yeah.
you have been natting it, no?
Lately, yeah, I'll climb a plant, get somewhere real high and safe, turn into the gnat, fly the gnat over, then break the camera from the gnat.
So you can see the insects and stuff because if
Yeah.
you go
Yeah,
over
if your
with-
character gets far enough away, the insects that I start fighting, like they just won't render in.
You won't
Yeah.
see
But if
'em.
you turn yourself into the gnat and fly over real quick and then break the camera, then you can see all the insects and stuff.
It's a
rendered
tough
in.
job, guys.
It is. It is. We got a tough
it
gig,
really
man.
is.
It's a really tough gig.
It's not for everybody.
No. So
It's weird.
to give the peeps here, the loyal folk, the ones that are even here for the podcast, that they don't mind listening to it, just bullshit.
Accidental clickers.
They take the clickbait like last week, and they want to know, when can we realistically, a good estimate, because I know you could be good. Are you going to have at least a few of these done before you start to release?
I would like to. Yeah, I would
Can
like
we
to.
maybe hope that we would start recording in the next 2 weeks?
Oh,
and
for sure.
actually,
For sure.
Okay, hopefully then maybe even sooner, then maybe even have an episode out as soon as 6 weeks from now.
Yeah, that's probably a realistic timeline.
Okay, good, because when? We want to know when.
Yeah.
That's
Now,
a good estimate.
Yeah, my production schedule on this, because it's not like the Long Dark where I'm just dealing with 2 angles. That's a lot easier. Like I could try. Usually I could get one of those out a week. I might skip a week here and there, but this one's definitely going to have to be a 2-week per episode. just because it was like four angles.
Yeah. So,
5 angles really with spectator.
5.
Yeah.
There you go. So we're hoping around 6 weeks from now, release of this.
And that's going to be, I mean, we might as well, it's going to roughly be probably around that amount of time for the new 7-day series, too, if we think about it.
Oh, yeah.
In
So,
that
where are we
realm.
at on that? I was gone for 2 weeks.
Well, we were going to talk and start it when you get back. So, I mean, nothing's really new other than what you suggested, which
Yeah.
I'm not going to say anything because it was just an idea.
Well, I've
I mean, why not?
We
though?
could say it.
Yeah, why not?
we
Go ahead
could.
and say
I just had
it.
a fun idea of like, okay, wherever we do this horde night every night, we pick a town to live in, and then we go in and we just cut a giant moat around the town. Just for visual of like,
Yeah.
that's where we're allowed to play. Like, this is our play zone.
Sure. As long as it's also not a shit ton of, hopefully, it's something that can be easily done by like Jack when he's in God mode, just tear
Well,
the
that's the thing.
shit
If
up
like
out
if
of-
at least 3 of us get in there and go into God mode, and you can take that dev
one-
gun and just
yeah.
you can just destroy blocks.
Like it's nothing.
As long as the radius of that circle isn't crazy.
Yeah.
and it is great because the water, water works like water.
Yeah, I don't know if we'll fill it with water, even if it's just a big fucking moat. That'll work. Water would be sweet.
Gonna
but-
really want some water in
I would
there.
say, my goodness, why
don't know
are we
how
doing
long
this
that-
without water?
I
I
don't
mean,
know
it was
how
your
long that
idea.
would take.
It was your idea. You
Yeah,
said
the moat's going to look ugly without water.
moat
I mean,
Maybe we can
includes
build a
water.
moat on the next to a lake, and the lake will just drain into the moat.
Wouldn't that
we'll
be
figure it
nice?
out. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, I just want to make sure. I would love for us to be on a cul-de-sac. Our little neighborhood of
Neighbors.
little
Gotta
friends.
be neighbors.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, neighbors would be sweet. I
I
mean,
think
well,
the
that's the thing.
visual-
If we, if you cut this moat and like, no, we're stuck here in this town, we're kind of forced together anyway.
Yeah.
But we're forced in a town. If a town's so big, like I want to be able to see when you come home at night, everyone's going to be coming home right to where they can see their friends, right? I mean,
That's
that
what
would
I
be
think.
no sense.
Yeah, that would be fun.
It'd be fun to see how much hell our friends are
Yeah.
getting into, and they'd love to see us getting into some hell
Yeah,
too.
but this moat idea is just, I thought of it the other night. I was like, oh, that'd be kind of cool if we could build a map that way. Or maybe even find a map. I don't know if communities, like Minecraft, people build maps all the time and upload them. I don't know if 7 days, I don't know if it has that.
I don't either.
Yeah, well, I'd be curious.
Anyway.
We might be able to find something that we go, oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Because I know someone sent us something recently of a seed or 7 days where we're like 90% of the map that was generated was city and town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it
Super
was
City.
Like, yeah, it was like absurd.
That looks cool too.
Yeah,
for sure.
I'd like to. I mean, hell, we're just here talking anyway, and people like 7 days, so I'd like to try to work out some more of the logistics about 7 days then, because why not? Is that okay, or is it?
Yo,
not
you got
interesting enough?
something? What's the logistic?
Well, logistics part of what we talked about, starting with things or
No.
some materials. We talked about the potential of that. We did. All right. So everyone is. So that's fine.
You did.
I want to know. We did. I have proof of it. I don't want to go back and have to prove
Okay,
you
okay.
wrong with
All
things
right.
that we said. Oh,
All
maybe we'll
right.
have some of this and some of that.
All right.
So you guys are all saying now you're all help because I'm not going to be the one and only one screaming for it. If
I
you
like to
were all
start with, like, an
hell-bent with
M60.
nothing,
With an M60?
yeah,
Yeah.
an M60 with no bullets.
And
I'm
a bunch
talking
of hobo
about-
stew.
I'm
Yeah.
talking about starting off with fucking 3 extra water and like
A few extra
couple
chicken
extra
rations,
food,
maybe a pipe
couple
pistol.
Yeah, I'm not even thinking one weapon. Really,
You're just worried about food and water.
little bit of food and water.
Okay.
And I mean, I'm just asking. Do you guys really mind? And if you do mind, then okay. But
No,
why not?
I
mean,
could see that being nice because if it's every man for himself, food does become an issue because usually you have somebody working on the food in the group.
With our group.
If you don't, and you're also worried about a horde night coming every night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's an issue.
I'm gonna be on the side of like, okay, when we start, we all get like
3 items, and you get to pick them, but they can't be like a weapon. It could be like a cooking pot or an axe.
Okay, so
Now
now
we're-
that route.
So why
That's
don't
like
we-
Survivor.
Man, I
you
don't-
can
Well,
bring
it's
one
like,
thing.
well, it's like
No.
alone. Where and I think this is a brilliant. I mean, it's super simple. I think it's a great idea and maybe even, of course, I want to increase the number, but to have people have to choose those things just like they do on Alone. They have 30 things that they could choose from, and they get however many things. I don't know what the numbers are, but that's how Alone works.
Yeah.
So. To me, it makes it more like the thing that we're naming the show after.
I think if it was basic stuff like a cooking
Yeah.
pot, an axe,
Right.
No weapons or ammo,
Right. Yeah.
No.
Weapons
and no
and ammo
like
are out.
no like high level armor.
No.
Okay.
You could pick a fiber
Of
shirt.
course, if I was
George is like, I'll do it, whatever.
Of course.
Or you got input?
No, but I was like thinking a little bit. I know we said horde night every night, but what if that starts on the third night or something? Just for a little bit of.
Thank you to our sponsor, Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit with chef-prepared meals delivered straight to your door, and they are delicious. Factor's fresh and never frozen meals are ready in just 2 minutes, so all you have to do is heat up and enjoy. And I've eaten a lot of Factor. I order their food, and I've been loving it. Aside from everything tasting great, it saves me a lot of time cooking and a lot of trips to the store. And I'm eating healthier with Factor because I'm avoiding fast food. And they have options out the wazoo. Keto, vegan and veggie, calorie smart, and protein plus options on the menu each week. Prepared by chefs and approved by dietitians. And each meal is prepared fresh and never frozen, using the best ingredients and delivered straight to your door. Another reason I love Factor is that I really like cutting back on ordering takeout, which in return saves me money. And usually when I order takeout, I'm not eating very healthy either. And the meals are ready in just 2 minutes. No prep, no mess. So do yourself a favor and head to factormeals.com/Neebs50 and use code Neebs50 to get 50% off your first box. That's code Neebs50 at factormeals.com/Neebs50 to get 50% off your first box. Thank you, Factor.
I know we said horde night every night, but what if that starts on the third night or something? Just for a little bit of. Oh, now we're on that.
No, I am.
Oh, okay.
I am.
Then cooking pots for everyone.
Well, no, Alone-ish or Alone gives you things to choose from, and everyone gets to go there with a certain amount of things. I remember talking about this the first time. It made sense to me the first time, too.
Well,
He's
you
just
just
thinking of my idea from the first time that you all rejected.
I mean,
I don't care if we don't have anything or if we get a little something.
a good
as long as it's an even playing field. I just don't want it to be too easy for us.
Right.
I like the... Go ahead.
No, I was saying, I don't know about every third day, but I think when we do start it, the days last a little longer than they do in vanilla.
no, and I'm not saying every
Yeah.
third day. I'm saying the first 3 days.
First 3 days, okay, and then we would have to turn it on.
And then we'd have to switch
Okay.
it.
Well, then as far as recording, yeah, we would have to record those first 3 days, turn the server off, fire it back up,
Right.
and then reset it to every day.
But I'm just throwing that out there, because we're
I kinda
establishing
like it
our
starting.
home.
It's
like,
horde night every night. It's
Me
even
too.
day one.
Okay.
Day
Yep.
one. It's
Episode
a horde
one's a
coming.
lot more interesting that way.
It is.
Yeah, because
And
you know
I-
a horde's coming.
And I like the even if it's only 3 or 4 things, whatever it is, like if you do get to choose, there's that whole thing of like, did you make the right choice? Did that choice help you or not? There adds that tiny little bit of strategy in there too.
We have to be we got to figure that out because you can't have like one of the items be a workbench.
No,
you know?
no,
Yeah,
no, no.
No
Like
workbenches,
he
just
said,
tools,
Yeah.
simple tools.
I wouldn't even. I don't know. You don't even have to say fucking tools.
An axe
Cooking
and a cooking pot.
Cooking
Water-
pot or grill,
Like
beaker.
water collector, is that too
So
much?
now we're pushing it.
Dew
You guys are
collector,
pushing it.
Yeah, dew
Water collector, yeah, but that's easy enough to. What do you need? I'm
Yeah,
sorry,
you
but I
have-
don't
no,
even
it's
know.
It's
What do
actually
you
not
need?
easy enough
You have to
make.
get this water filter thing.
Yeah, that I think you can only buy from traders.
Yeah.
At least right now.
Yeah, in the beginning.
Or find it, yeah.
And it's not like cheap, especially when you're starting.
Can you boil water or no?
You
Yeah,
can.
you can't, and you find a lot of murky water.
Yeah.
Like you can go into toilets, sinks.
Yeah.
You still find murky water and can boil that into regular.
And
water.
that's the only
And
way
you
you
can
can
boil
get
that-
murky water. You can't get it out of like a body of water because there's no
Bottles.
glass
bottles,
jars.
jars,
Glass
that's
jars.
it.
are
Glass
done.
jars, yeah. And with the murky water, are you now able to clean it?
Yeah,
you can boil it.
still boil the
No,
murky
but
water.
are you able to boil it in a fire, or do you need to have a grill? I
Just
forget
fire.
which one. Just a fire. So you only ever needed
Just
a
a
fire?
fire?
Well,
Need the fire.
I think you need the cooking pot.
You may need a cooking
I
pot.
think
thought
you
they
need a cooking
switched
pot.
it. That's why I was asking.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you guys aren't. You know,
I
quite
don't
sure
remember.
on
I'd have to.
right.
I'm
I'd have
pretty
to-
Because I
positive.
never did it. You guys always did it. I just knew it had.
I haven't played
done.
Alpha 21 yet.
Yeah.
Other than that little look we did.
It's it makes the water and food game real off the bat.
Now I'm assuming elongating the day, of course. So I'm thinking, the maybe it'll be like 1 hour from the beginning of when we're recording to the end of the horde.
That's a normal day.
Is that a normal day? So I don't know, whatever you're thinking, then it would be an hour
Maybe
and a half.
daytime being an hour and then the
And then
night being
horde.
a half hour. However, hour and a half
Right.
maybe total.
But if we're with each other and we're all in the same place, there's only supposed to be a certain amount of zombies. Like, that's what I've been told. It's like, oh, it's not that bad.
For
We're on
hordes,
the
you mean?
vanilla for hordes. So, like, if I'm
Yeah.
only having to fight a dozen zombies and I feel a little bit prepared,
Mm-hmm.
I go, okay, you know what? Maybe I can do this.
Yeah, starting out, I think default server settings is per player like 8 zombies spawn.
Yeah, the first
Yeah.
ones are not too rough.
Okay. So, all right.
So you might fight, the first night you might fight 16 in total because it might do it spawn 8. You beat those 8 and then it spawns another 8.
Yeah, because that's not. I mean, like
Or level
I've
1,
killed
it might just
5 or
spawn 8. I don't know.
You
I
might.
punched 5 or 6 dead in a house.
Oh, look who's
in
bragging.
Alpha 21.
You hear him bragging?
Yeah, and no, I got lucky, but I was like, you know what? Okay, I'm dosey-doing.
Yeah.
They're not running at me. See, that's the thing. They're not running at me. But I fell into a situation and it ended up working. So I'm feeling more confident, which means I'll be dead day one. That's why. How many
we got
deaths?
3 lives. We got 3 lives.
I think I should have 4.
Well,
I need a handicap.
look at Dralis' record. He's not asking
Dude,
for 4.
he's good. Even the good.
I'm so good.
The good
He
heavyweight.
died first in Alonish.
Yeah.
He's got
30-some.
Yeah, if anybody gets an extra life.
He's
It's
still a
gonna have to be me.
heavyweight.
It's gonna have to be me based on stats.
You're a heavyweight.
Sorry, Simon.
Fuck you.
And I get a workbench too,
Yeah, like a workbench. I'm
and
not.
a forge.
I don't think I'll ever be able to get to a workbench. I'm just trying to. Yeah, I'm just gonna totally just try to survive with the complete basics.
okay.
Because what do you need a
Minimalist.
workbench for?
I can't think of one reason.
Yeah,
Bullets.
and why would you?
Making bullets? Do you make bullets in a workbench?
Yeah.
A lot of stuff in work.
Yeah, but like me,
Weapons,
I
guns.
don't see myself going over like hand tools. that
Man,
make
I
with
can
wood
already-
and stone.
I can already see how we're gonna be on each other's asses about looting the immediate
Oh,
properties.
yeah,
you know
for
what I
sure.
mean?
Yeah.
Get out of here, man! Get out of here! How's my?
I'm also looking forward to like what you're starving now. You got to beg somebody for some food.
Oh,
or-
we got some deals going. Oh, we're
trade
gonna be
something.
bartering.
We could barter. We could trade, of course.
Or just pity. There needs to be pity.
Well, you're gonna
There
take
might be
that
pity.
angle.
Of
I see.
course.
Yeah, you can beg.
Yeah, I
a
could
pity
beg.
horde.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm just about to die,
We're gonna
why
lose
wouldn't I
friendships
beg?
here. We're
Yeah.
gonna lose some friends.
That's
We
going to
really
be a big
need to
decision.
coordinate. We should do this first with us, and I think down the line we should really try to coordinate it with like several of just the 7 days community.
We
Yeah.
definitely
It'd
need.
be great, to do one with like Kane, and Vertigo, and Glock 9.
Kane even mentioned he did, so he's probably listening to this too. He wrote. I didn't tell you guys, but just like, oh, by the way, just in case you want an extra person in there, he mentioned. He's like, I was going to ask, but I didn't want to ask. I felt weird asking whatever he said.
Yeah.
And I honestly I didn't even respond back to it because since then he messaged me a couple times. But I just assumed, and I shouldn't. I just assumed that us doing this the first time, it would just be us.
Yeah,
I
probably,
think so,
Probably
yeah.
just us.
That just makes
and
the
then-
most sense to me.
Yeah.
You know, it's just like, and if we're going to have anyone else come in,
We could.
these
yeah.
are the rules.
Well, with us, we
this
can
is how
work
we're
out
gonna
kinks.
do
We
it.
can figure out rules. We can figure out what works. Because I'm already like this mode idea. Is like that sounds great, but now like, oh fuck, what if you take a trader mission? It's beyond the moat.
Oh, that's what you just limited.
guess-
You
Yeah,
can't.
I mean, honestly, the moat. I think what I like about it is you go like, oh, you'll see it. It'll probably be like you said, a good visual. But otherwise,
I
we
think-
can
I
do
care.
a run eventually where
Seems
we
like a lot
don't
of
use
work.
traders and it's like survival island. Because I think that would be fun. I always think Minecraft survival islands are always fun to watch. I want to do that in 7 days. I want someone to build a map that's just like, okay, it's a little island, it's a
Yeah.
city, and that's all you got.
Maybe another
Survival
time.
island.
As long as we have the cul-de-sac here, I'm going to be happy. I like that visual. So.
I like
Or an
that, too.
apartment complex, something.
No.
I want
No.
separate dwellings. I want
Yeah,
separate
separate dwellings
structures.
is the
for sure,
point.
for sure.
Separate, yeah.
That's not going to happen in an apartment complex.
No, we're in separate houses. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dora, would you feel comfortable helping me? Not in like giving me advice before we
You've seen
start?
his record. Why are you asking him?
Because I believe in him. I think he's very good. I
I'm
think that it's
super good.
ridiculous that he should get an extra
He's
life
using
and
you,
he's not
Dora.
going to.
Well,
All right.
I even brought it up when because I did the first week in 21 for the dumpster, which it might be out by the time this comes out. But like, I realized how I had to retrain myself from being the complacency that came from the Darkness Falls series where, the other people do certain things in the cooking, Neebs covering that and all that shit.
Yeah.
You know, I was just like the hunter dude going out and trying to get money and food, food for him to cook.
Yeah.
But like from the get-go, when it's just you on your own, the survival, you know, I hadn't done that in a minute, making all those little things. So I had to kind of relearn. So yeah, I got complacent. I'm really super good now, Simon.
I think that you are going to have, like, for instance, trader missions. Mm-hmm. Like, if we're not, I don't think we should do the moat now only because I don't want it to limit that.
Yeah.
I think we should be able to run out first thing in the morning. Do you plan on doing One a day?
Where are we going here?
I'm asking you
why
your
do we-
plans. I'm trying to copy any
I'm not
or,
gonna
or
tell
get
anyone
any
my
advice.
plans. These are my
Like
plans.
Neebs wouldn't care. I'm open to hearing strategies.
You know what I'm gonna do,
I need all
Simon?
the help I can get.
Yeah.
Simon, when I wake up, I'm going to step outside. I'm going to smell the air. And then I'm going to take it from there, buddy.
That's it. You're just living on a prayer.
Just living on a prayer in the air prayer.
Now I can see taking a trader mission. Be like, Neebs, join me on this trader mission. I'll share the loot
We'll
with you.
split it.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Look, when we get to the main loot, any ammo piles, any medical piles, those are yours. I get the main.
Ooh. Look at they're already making deals. Simon,
Yeah.
you want to talk?
Are there alliances in this? Or
Well, he's
maybe
making
for
one,
himself?
apparently.
Right now, we can. I'll go with anybody. I'm a whore. And I think everyone should go with anybody. Anyone who wants to do something. But I will look for that easy way to get stuff.
Look, we all need to clear houses. If one of us has a mission, it's clear house. It's like, hey, I'm still going to benefit from this.
Well, with
Like
the
if-
XP.
Like, XP. And if you're clearing a house, I'm going to be able to loot cupboards and get supplies.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I would very easily do any sort of deal for like, hey, listen, let's split the food that we find,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
you know, and
yeah,
take
boy.
it from there. If I'm hungry, I'll just
Yeah,
I'll
I
just
already
go to
love
split
this.
the food.
I can't wait to
and then
record
and
this.
then whatever else
This
you
is gonna be
find
fun.
is yours. If you find a safe,
Dude.
that's always split. If you find any sort of room that has there's stipulations, yeah, we can work together. You
Yeah.
and I.
Oh, yeah, yeah. we will
here
figure it out.
Just stop. There's,
Yo,
you
listen.
guys are already turning into little shits.
Listen, I want to work with you too.
Well, who's going to play dirty?
Whoa.
You're going to be the dirtiest. I can see it in your shit eyes.
How'd your door get open, Simon? Your front door's
Oh,
open.
dude, that's fucked up.
It's a lot of fire in your house.
You can't do this in alone-ish or alone.
Screamers like fire.
That's the worst.
Let's go into somebody's house, light up like 6 cooking pots.
Yeah. Heat it up for you. It's chilly
Yeah.
out. I thought you'd be cold. Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Yeah. No, I'm excited about recording this.
Me too. We might even start this week.
This week.
I don't know. I want to. I need to.
Yeah, shit.
I'm due.
Thank you to our sponsor, Rocket Money, and I love them. They are a personal finance app that monitors your spending and helps you lower your bills, and they easily find any and all of your subscriptions for you. And for any of those monthly money sucker subscriptions you don't want to pay for anymore, just hit cancel and Rocket Money will cancel it for you. It's that easy. Rocket Money saved me a good chunk of change twice. Once on an annual subscription I didn't even know that I had. One that started off free for the first year, and then bam, that's how they get you. And on another music account subscription that I was being double charged on for who knows how long. And another very helpful notification I get from Rocket Money is when they tell me that a normal monthly charge has changed for some reason. So thank you, Rocket Money. You make it so much easier for me to stay on top of my bills. It's great. So please, do yourself a favor. Stop throwing your money away. Cancel unwanted subscriptions and manage your expenses the easy way by going to rocketmoney.com/Neebs. That's rocketmoney.com/Neebs. rocketmoney.com/Neebs.
I haven't played Forest since we played it.
Yeah. Maybe
I've forgotten everything about the Forest.
It says 4th of July. Maybe I'll start hopping in at night and just running around tinkering. You're more than welcome to join.
Yeah, I need to brush up. I don't know
and that game
how different it is.
Yeah, that game's
Got new
slightly
building,
different.
everything.
The building, like, even when I hopped in this weekend, I was surprised because when it first came out, I found the building kind of wonky. But now, like, they've added a couple of UI changes, and I'm like, oh, this is actually feels really good.
Sweet.
So, yeah, I'm looking forward to learning more about it.
Do the boats still flip around and fly through the
I hope so.
air
I hope
like they
so.
used
I
to?
hope,
I don't know.
It wouldn't be
I
forest.
did notice, like, whenever you start a new game, you don't know where you're gonna crash. Because, like, when I played the first time, I crashed in the middle of the woods.
So they have a few preset.
Yeah, like,
That's cool.
When I played this weekend and crashed up on top of a damn snowy mountain. I was like,
okay.
oh, God, okay. So you don't know where we're going to start.
Okay,
It's
now I
kinda
do
fun.
remember playing for a second on a stream. Because they got that guy. What's his name?
Kelvin?
Kelvin?
Yeah.
And we won't have
That's it.
Kelvin, right?
Yeah, we will.
What?
Yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna have Kelvin.
multiplayer. We'll have
Yeah.
him.
Oh, I thought.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it
no,
does.
he'll be there with us.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
Thank good.
And then we can get another one, Virginia. She
Yeah,
looks
okay.
at you as long as you're not mean to her.
Yeah.
I think she'll eventually
Simon.
just hang
No.
around.
Believe me, I'll be flirting my ass off.
Yeah, me too. Awesome. Yeah, I look forward to both of those games. That's exciting. Isn't that nice to look forward to like two things right on the horizon here?
Yeah.
Coming up.
My ear just started ringing.
That's
Anyone else?
fun. No, not me.
What? And we also got more GTA to do, right?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. It's wearing me down, man.
Are you happy with what you get?
Yeah,
now?
I got 3 completely done. They're great.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
All right. That takes time. That's the cinematics
those are
on that,
beasts.
as great as they are, it's
They're
just
beasts.
that it takes a little bit longer.
Yeah. So I took a break, and then it might be out already. I don't know.
Did you-
We were here.
Did you get right back into like how the Rockstar editor works again? Was it kind of fresh?
Yeah.
And it didn't take
No,
long?
it's once you learn it, yeah, it's
Because
like
I'd have
riding
to.
a bike.
I learned it to do the documents video,
Mm-hmm.
and there's no way in hell that I would retain that at this point.
Yeah.
It was,
It was
I
just
got
that one
back in
thing.
it semi recently just to look at something in the last like few months, and it took me like a good 30 minutes to remember. But once I started
Yeah.
getting into it, I was like, oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah,
this is where
gotta
they are,
love
and
it.
this is how you do it, and I forgot some things for sure.
Yeah. No, I know Abstract and I have done
A lot.
tons of it,
Yeah.
so it's
Yeah,
it's
it's in there.
ingrained in our
it's
brain.
Yeah, just like going into After Effects. Like, oh yeah, I know how this works. Yeah. GTA is always fun. Kind of want to do one of those, but nah, I'll jump into the forest.
Yeah.
Well, I got one recorded for you if you want it.
It's true. I could just take that.
It's waiting for me to jump on it.
I might take you up on that.
All right.
Cause shit, I mean that's the other thing. It's like, is schedule gonna get crazy? Cause
We got to figure that out.
Yeah, good God, we got Conan 7 days. Grounded still going.
Our typical
Arc is Arc. Wait, what are we doing with Justin?
Well,
Is he still on Arc?
Justin is, but we can take another 3-year
might-
break on Arc.
I mean, yeah, I don't know how many. It's with the 7 days, because it's going to be a 2-week edit thing
For
too,
sure,
for
yeah.
personal
No,
reasons.
and that would be great if we had that series either almost done before it even comes out. I don't know.
Well, I thought
That's-
we talked about Justin tag
Yeah,
team.
we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are.
We will figure it out. But yeah, then that's a lot of games going on at once.
Yeah.
It's,
That might be our Thursday recording. Anyway, speaking of forest, you were recently in a forest, weren't you, Absro?
I was in many forests.
You want to tell us about it?
Yeah, I'll tell you about my trip. My trip was great. 2 weeks. Flew from North Carolina, flew into Phoenix, Arizona. I hung out in Phoenix for 3 days. Met our buddy Dave, speed
Yeah.
racer, who built the old Hank and Jed website.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
Like the
How's
original
he
Neebs
doing?
Gaming website. Yeah,
Yep.
he's. I used to do trips with him, right, Brent? Neebs, whatever your name is.
Yeah. So at one point, I was working for these meeting companies, and I think I met Dave in Vegas.
Okay.
So yeah, I was like working with a meeting company, and he was like an IT person, and they needed people to help take pictures and make badges for everybody in these meetings.
Gotcha.
And I'm like, I can kind of do that. I figured that out. So we were working together, and then we saw each other at some other meetings, and this was like early days. I think we might have had like Cornbread Samurai was made maybe, or a
Oh,
couple
wow.
videos out.
Right.
And I'm like showing him like, hey, here's little videos I made. He's like,
Yeah.
oh, these are funny. And then he was
Nice.
like, he showed me what Red versus Blue was. I'd never heard of it
Okay, yeah.
at the
for
time.
sure. Yeah.
And he was like, him and his whole family were into gaming, and they were playing like Warcraft and this other stuff. I'm like, games look awesome. Like I'd only played on like, older games.
Yeah, on the old Atari.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's been a friend for a long time.
Nah, he's a good guy. I met up with him.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, he and his family were very, very hospitable.
Nice.
They one day they invited us kayaking, so we got together with them. I think my daughter and I woke up at 3 a.m. to meet them at their house at 4,
shit.
so we could be on the river at 5.
Oh, that would
Yeah, yeah, it was awesome. So it was an early morning kayak adventure.
Why
moly.
starting that early?
Before it gets too damn hot,
That makes sense,
and
sure.
also before it gets too crowded.
Fair
They're
enough.
like they've been doing it for years. They're like,
They know.
we get out there early.
Yeah.
So we're like one of the first ones in the river, and it's like a 2-hour ride down the salt. It was awesome.
I'll bet that was
It
lovely.
was awesome.
Especially when you're on that water and you're actually
Yeah.
going. I'll bet that was lovely.
It's like, yeah, and when we start, I got long sleeves on, but as it goes on, it gets cool. But yeah, hung out in Phoenix for 3 days with Dave and his family. Then after that, took off to the north, and then stayed in a little town called Williams, which is about, I don't know, about an hour and a half north, and another hour and a half to the Grand Canyon. Williams was neat. It's like it's one of those old towns on Route 66.
Oh, cool.
And they still got that vibe.
Yeah.
They've maintained it.
Yeah.
Like you're on there. It's like, okay, all the cars are newer, but man, this place, if without the cars, it would feel
Just
like
lost in
it's
time.
from the fucking 50s.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
It's like there's a lot of neon lights, fun little town. There's a place near that town called Arizona that got recommended. And this place, you drive into it, and there's about a 45-minute drive, like you're just slow driving around this park where you're surrounded like by bears and timber wolves. And they tell you, keep your windows up
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
just
They're
keep
coming right
driving.
up,
But you
right?
see all sorts of wild animals. You're like in and out of different paddocks.
Yeah.
It's like, and that was neat. And then you get to stop and get out, and they got like a little zoo, a little attraction area.
Yeah.
There was one place that, well, like the grizzly bears were right in front of us. We saw like a grizzly bear.
They were
just
grizzlies.
grizzly
Son of a
sitting on a rock, and then behind them there were like 2 other grizzlies just playing in the water.
How big?
Probably
How
about
big was
20
the biggest?
feet, 20
grizzly?
feet away from me.
How big was the biggest one you saw? I mean, I don't know how you.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, big.
But like, yeah, I mean, they're fucking
Big.
grizzlies.
I don't even feel safe in a car with a grizzly
Oh
around.
my God, nor would I.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you're seeing this from a car?
Yeah.
No, this was out of the car.
Oh, that was.
So
oh,
what the-
at
I
the
don't know- I-
at the
Now
zoo.
we're looking into like a pen.
That's the zoo
Oh,
part.
Oh, and a
into
pin.
a pen.
Yeah.
I was picturing.
God,
Yeah,
I'm
that was the
thinking,
zoo
what the
area.
hell?
I was
you know
picturing
the,
at the drive
Driving around them.
Right.
Yeah.
You
No,
hear the
some
crazy
black-
people, you see the pictures of the people at Yellowstone. What are you doing? They're like, look
Yeah.
at the bear. And you go like, you don't do that. That's what I thought you were
That's
saying.
when you're driving around, there are black
Black
bears
bear.
running around,
Yeah, yeah,
and they
gotcha.
will say, "Hey, sometimes they'll come up to your car and sniff. Just leave
Yeah.
your windows up, and just let
Yeah.
them sniff and let them go away. They'll get bored."
They'll put their nose on your glass.
Yeah, I saw one lady got real mad. We were near some timber wolves, and the guy in front of me rolled his window down. He was like, getting pictured. And the lady saw him, and she's like, gets on her, sir, roll your window up. What are you doing? And he's
idiot.
old. He couldn't hear. She's like getting ready to get out of her little, I guess, almost like a toll booth.
Yeah.
He's going to get his face ripped off if he's not careful.
Yeah, but Arizona Williams was fun. Then we made our way north to Grand Canyon. We stayed a night at the south rim of the Grand Canyon, where all the hotels are. That's my daughter got a little sick. I think she got elevation sickness. So
Okay.
there was a day or two she was kind of wimpy.
Yeah.
I tell you, Grand Canyon, obviously amazing as far as view, but my favorite thing was at night. Just the amount of stars you can see
yeah.
once the sun goes down.
I'll bet.
See the Milky Way?
Yeah. I had a few beers at the bar, and then I went out, and like before I went into my hotel room, I probably just stayed out for an hour looking at stars.
Oh yeah.
Just loving it. Loving every second of it. And then, so from Grand Canyon, oh wait, am I missing a step?
You went to North Rim.
Well, yeah, I'm holding soda, but hold on, I want to back up
You
because
back the fuck up.
oh yeah, Sedona. I forgot about Sedona. This was this was after Phoenix. Before we went to Williams, we stayed in Sedona for 2 nights because Sedona's a neat town. The traffic's crazy because there's only one damn lane in and out of that town. So, and we were there on like a Friday.
Right.
So like getting in was a fucking nightmare. Well, once you're there, it was fine. But in Sedona, I did a astrology tour, I guess, or a stargazing tour.
Okay.
Well, that's cool.
So yeah, at night we went to like a local school where I guess the local astrology professor like took us out to the soccer field, and he had some telescopes set up, and we would program the telescopes to look at certain things in the sky.
So
and
they
you'd
were
look
nice
in.
telescopes.
They were really nice telescopes. And you look in, we saw nebulas, we saw galaxies. It was just really neat.
Oh,
and, yeah, the guy
wow.
was very knowledgeable. Telling you all about the astronomy,
nice
astrology,
it was
whatever
like
you call it, the stars.
Pre-recorded footage within the telescopes. You know what I mean?
Look in there.
Oh my God! Look at that!
would
It's a
be
space
great.
alien.
It's crazy. Is he
yeah.
eating pizza? What? That's so weird.
But yeah, Sedona was nice, and then Williams, and then Grand Canyon, and then we made the trek from South Rim of Grand Canyon to the North Rim. That was about a 4-hour ride, and that ride was incredible just because of the views. Like once you get out of the Grand Canyon, the desert opens up, and you can see from miles. It's just absurd. And then made our way to North Rim where we met up with our friends Whiskey and Bats,
Oh yeah.
and
What was the speed limit out there?
on the highway it was like fucking 80.
Yeah.
They don't give a shit on the
Nice.
highway, man. They're
Good.
just like go. But
Yeah.
I think on the roads, I don't even remember. I want to say 55.
I don't think we have any 80s.
Not
In our
here,
state,
not North
not in our
Carolina.
state.
No, 70s.
Yeah.
It,
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, 80s was that was a lot of Utah. And then once you got to Colorado, then okay, now it's 75. But yeah, Utah, they don't give a shit. Those Mormons love to go.
Yeah.
But yeah, North Rim with our friends Whiskey and Bats, camping. Whiskey and I got pretty drunk on whiskey. Just
Sure.
had a good old time.
Yeah.
That night it got really cold. I think it got
Grand
down to-
Canyon's up there.
Yeah.
Elevation wise.
Yeah.
It
Hey-
doesn't look, I mean, it looks flat until you look down to the canyon, but
Right,
you don't
yeah. No,
realize
you're
how high
8,000
you
feet
are.
up. Yeah,
that's a
it's
trip.
elevation about 8,000 feet. And at night, that first night we stayed, during the day, fine, felt great. And then during the evening, I think that first evening got down to 42 degrees.
Yeah, it's chilly. Maybe
Little
chilly.
Yeah,
chilly,
it's chilly.
little chilly. Woke up very uncomfortable. Going to the bathroom sucked.
Oh yeah.
We were supposed to
it's the
camp
worst.
2 nights and then make a big drive the next day. But it was so damn cold, and my daughter was like, I really don't want to sleep here again. It was supposed to be even colder the next night. So we're like, okay, here's what we'll do. We'll get up the next morning, hung out Whiskey and Bats, went to the canyon, checked that out. Amazing views. Walking around the canyon with Whiskey is fantastic because Whiskey,
Knowledgeable.
Yeah, Whiskey is a biologist.
Something like that.
Something like that. He's very knowledgeable. He works for the, I think he works for the Marines. I don't know. He's told me, but he also fed me a lot of whiskey, so this is his
Sure.
Right.
But he is just super knowledgeable and knows about every damn plant and animal species
Yeah.
around.
Even here, because he came to our
Yeah.
state, we camped with him, and he knew everything about these animals, and
Yeah.
these plants.
Nah, his knowledge is incredible. Yeah, walking with him into the Grand Canyon.
Bats too.
Yeah, he would stop. Yeah, bats as well. But yeah, he would stop and like, yeah. He's like, oh, this is this plant. This is that plant. He showed us one which was called, hey, Ada's here.
Hey.
He showed me
sorry.
one that he said was his favorite. It's called a resurrection fern.
Okay.
And it's like, if you look at a lot of the rocks, there's like a little black, I don't know, little black spots on the rock. But you can take some water and pour it on there, and it'll go from a black spot to a green spot. They soak up water, and the ferns come out
Oh.
to, I guess, suck up the water.
Life is
I was going to
crazy.
say, that's
Yeah.
the thing you guys couldn't find in Bigfoot to revive me. The resurrection.
Resurrection
plant.
fern.
Yeah. I wish Whiskey would have been there.
Yeah, he would have told
He
you where
knew
it was.
exactly where it was.
You just add a little water. It's fine.
Thank you to our sponsor, Mint Mobile. And after years of fine print contracts and getting ripped off by big wireless providers, if we've learned anything, is that there's always a catch. So naturally, when Mint Mobile offered premium wireless starting at just $15 a month, you're going to think, what's the catch? But it turns out there isn't a catch. What Mint Mobile has is a secret sauce because they are the first company to sell wireless service online only. They cut out the cost of the retail stores and pass those sweet savings directly to you. Neebs Gaming has used Mint service, and it works great. And we're getting our official Neebs Mint Mobile hotline connected again soon, so look out for it and give us a call, and you will see for yourself how great we sound. Mint Mobile is here for everyone who hates their phone bill and wants premium wireless without getting grossly overcharged by big wireless. And all Mint Mobile plans come with unlimited talk and text and high-speed data delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. So to get your new wireless plan for just $15 a month and get the plan shipped to your door free, go to mintmobile.com/Neebs. That's mintmobile.com/Neebs. And cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/Neebs.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, and then from Grand Canyon, then we started driving into Utah. And I'll tell you, the drive from the north rim of the Grand Canyon into Utah on the Highway 89 might be one of the prettiest drives I've ever taken in my life.
Sure.
Just the landscape out there is incredible. Cows, I saw probably, I don't know, 10,000 cows.
10 million cows.
There's a
You want cows?
billion cows.
That's where you
That's
go.
where you go.
Yeah, just big open grasslands surrounded by mountains. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Gorgeous day. If you ever get a chance to drive up Highway 89, take it.
And where was that between what and
This
what?
was North Rim of Grand Canyon down into Utah.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we took 89 from North Rim of Grand Canyon all the way down to 70. We stopped at a little.
Isn't Utah north of?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, north. Yeah,
Okay.
so up.
Did you see any? It's always nice. Like I only drove cross country once, but I remember it was the first time. I don't even remember what state, maybe New Mexico, but I was seeing watching a fucking nice big ass storm from really far away.
Yeah, we didn't
Just
see any
being
of
able to
those.
see that
but yeah.
rain and see
Yeah.
the lightning and all that. You'd be like, it's so far
And
away.
You can see why people want to storm chase because it's kind of like when you're out in that big wide open,
true.
you
Right.
see it from
Yeah.
afar.
yeah.
It's probably pretty intriguing.
Yeah, that was a lot of the desert. Yeah, just how far you could see. It was so, yeah, to me it was fun because we, drove through this area and you get up a hill, there's a scenic view, and you get out and you could just see the road you came in on. I was like, wow, I came from way over there. Like, you don't get that here.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
no.
It's so flat, we're surrounded by trees. I don't know, it's neat. But
And it's funny because people that grow up there, they're over it.
yeah, of course, they take it for granted. They want to go
Everyone
to the
does.
They
where
want
are.
trees.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would rather see trees all the
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so nice. The highway, just to see trees.
Yep.
People
Yeah.
that live on one of the Hawaiian islands, they take it for granted too.
Of course,
it's just
yeah.
part of
It's
where
all
they're
else
at.
you
I
got.
take the beach for granted.
Yeah.
The beach is fucking 15 minutes from my house.
Yeah, and you're like, fuck it, I don't want to go to the beach.
I don't want to go to the beach. It's too crowded.
So your daughter had a great time?
Yeah, she had a really good time.
That's cool. I mean,
yeah, everything went off without a hitch. And then,
she's
yeah,
a teenager now, right?
she is.
So, I mean,
Oh,
you
I
know what
got to
mean?
shout out Corey because, yeah, then we made our way to Moab. We were only in Moab a night, but Corey works. He's a fan of the community of Neebs Gaming.
Okay.
And he works at the Hilton in Moab. And he reached out and was like, hey, I can hook you up with a free hotel room.
Was that
at
the only
Hilton.
hotel
They
there?
got you a free hotel room?
No, it was not the only hotel. there.
Okay.
Moab? There's a billion hotels in Moab.
I've been to. I mean, it's probably been 15, 20 years since I've been there, but it was just one road with a Denny's and some like tourist stuff.
Nope. It's
Popped
got
up
a
a
cute
bit.
little
It's grown,
downtown.
huh?
It's got hotels all over the place. There's a big old tourism industry.
Gone to
with-
shit.
Yeah.
All right.
That's actually one thing, the locals were complaining about. Is like, man, it's just gotten out of hand. We're going to have to limit. They've already started limiting how many people can go into Arches because I wasn't able to get into Arches.
Oh, shit.
Oh, you weren't able to go.
No.
Damn.
I thought you
It's
just didn't
limited.
go.
It's one of the parks there.
Oh, okay.
It's
Like
beautiful.
yes, all those.
But I wasn't there long enough, and it was
Arches.
like, okay, it's
all
already
those arches.
Yeah, it's already booked up. It's
That's
like they've
crazy.
started limiting how many people can go into this
Oh
park.
boy, we got to go back.
That's
You ever seen the license plate on Utah? It's got that big arch-looking thing on there.
Oh,
You've definitely seen it.
that. Is you said Mo? I didn't even know where that. Okay.
Moab,
Yeah,
Utah.
Moab.
Yeah.
Park.
Yeah, that's Delicate Arch. That's just a awesome looking arch.
That's fucking
Yeah,
cool.
but it's gorgeous out. I would love to go there. I could probably go there and spend a few days for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked gorgeous. But after Moab, we went to a place that I love, Glenwood Springs, and that's in Colorado. So left Utah, headed east, went into Colorado, little town, Glenwood Springs. And they got one of the largest hot springs there. They've turned into a pool.
That's
we
why you
stayed at the
went there.
hotel beside it.
Hell yeah.
Swimming in that was fantastic.
Sure.
The little town there was cute. And then while we're in the little town, I look up on one of the mountains and I know, like, what the hell is that? That's a roller coaster. They got this theme park built on top of the mountain. And so my daughter and I hopped on this gondola, went up to the theme park. We didn't ride any of the coasters, but they also had these like great caves you can go in up there.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah?
caves and coasters, and we got funnel caves. Yeah, it was awesome.
Oh, that's great.
And you can see like the view up there, just incredible. You can see the Rockies,
That's dope.
snow-covered top mount. I don't know, it was awesome.
That just
Awesome.
reminded me. Did
Wow.
you guys see? Just because it's topical. Did you see the picture of the Giga Coaster at Carowinds
No.
up in
It's
Charlotte?
got
Coaster?
it's got a crack in it.
Huge crack that
The
they
Fury
someone
or whatever?
noticed.
Oh, that ain't good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's and the crack like giant.
Yeah, one of the support
Pretty-
beams or something.
Yeah, I
had a
mean,
big crack.
That someone just
Yeah.
noticed.
I guess.
Not-
I mean,
not the
granted,
park
It
people.
might have been fine forever.
It's
but
good to stop that.
Yeah, it'd
and
be nice
fix
to-
Oh,
it.
yeah. That's a
Yeah.
major support that the engineers knew needed to be there.
Yeah.
and it's not.
Jesus.
It's not working anymore.
Have you ridden that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As I was telling you, it's an amazing roller coaster.
Yeah.
I wanted to get up there again. I might
It's
hold
like
off
a
a bit now.
because it's got that drop. Was it 400 some feet? Or
I think it's,
'Cause it's-
well, it's called the Fury 325.
it's 325
Yeah,
feet.
sure.
Yeah.
There you go.
Nah.
Anyway, it was topical. I was thinking about on vacation wise, and recently timing such a thing because we just did that whole the Paris thing, some Metallica and all that, but like. So glad we're not there now, or weren't there like just happened to be this
no.
last week because
Yeah,
Paris has
there's
been
some shit going down in France right
all
now.
the riots and shit.
What the
like-
hell's going on?
I mean, that started
Big
before
ride.
you were there.
Yeah, but
But it's flared
back
up even more, huh?
because of this last
What happened? I'm
teenager
sorry.
got shot at a traffic
that's right, yeah.
stop that he drove away from and stuff, and like
There
thought
were
it
a lot of
was-
protests about their
just huge.
retirement, changing the retirement age by like 2 years or something like that.
Yeah, and that too. Yeah, it's just it's.
Oh
a,
yeah, that
it's
is
a
a big
compounding
that was a big
problem.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But
Anyway.
but some kid got killed. Like I'm assuming
yeah,
the cop.
yeah.
Yeah.
One of
Right.
those things, and
Yeah, people get mad over consequences for dumb actions nowadays, huh?
well, I don't, we get a little trigger happy, don't we?
Yeah, but we're
I think
also
that's
dumb.
yeah, I don't know the specifics. We'll
Yeah.
jump back to happy stuff. How about that?
Right.
I think we
that
solve
stuff.
it.
There's a
Let's
lot
solve
of
it right now.
We
We
did
solve it
solve
right now.
Yeah, we solved it.
No, there's a
I see.
balance.
There
There's a
is.
and it never will be. There's no good solution.
No.
There isn't. Sadly.
need
We should keep trying, though.
People are
yeah,
idiots.
keep trying. I like the idea of consequences for dumb actions, but
Those
yeah,
are-
I'm a, we don't shoot the
And
kid.
not once did I say there shouldn't be. I just don't think it should be death. Anyway, on our drive from like where
Depends.
Simon and I come from,
Depends.
Depends. Yeah.
it does. Oh, it depends.
Depends.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure. We've
Depends
talked
on how
about
bad
that
it was,
too.
yeah.
For sure. Yeah, there's some assholes that definitely need to die.
yeah.
Pedophiles and such. Fuck
Yeah,
'em.
exactly.
Fuck 'em
yeah.
all.
So it's wherever your moral code is.
Yeah, for sure.
Right.
Our drive from. Did you notice? That Trask family farms that they've been building on blue clay.
Yeah.
In this last week, I swear to God, it's like
Sunflowers?
Yeah.
what the
Yeah.
fuck?
They're great
They
looking.
went up like
Yeah.
3 feet in a week.
Boom.
Right. And
nuts.
why? Because there's usually, I thought, corn there.
Corn last
Well, the
year.
corn went
Yeah.
up. The corn's right there too.
They
that
got it
went
bes-
up.
they got it on the other
quite a
field.
bit,
But then
right.
what are they doing with this massive field?
Of sunflowers?
sunflowers.
Just picture
Sunf- I
photo
guess-
ops.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, hell, sunflower or
They
whatever
probably
oil.
sell
I'm
them.
sure they harvest
Yeah.
something. I mean, and
People buy those, you know.
they do, and maybe
like-
that's just a lot.
Last week they were half
too
that
much.
size without the flowers.
Seems like enough
last
for North
week.
Carolina.
Yeah.
like the whole state.
Yeah. We drive by that sometimes to go eat dinner, and I guess you probably drive
yeah,
that way
sure.
a lot. Yeah. And it's a beautiful road.
Oh, absolutely.
It's
For
not.
now.
Yeah.
For
I mean,
now.
Yeah, for now.
For now,
There's a lot of new development
Oh,
popping
Because
up.
God,
we're
yeah.
still in town, but you take that road and you're in the country.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Even though you're
Yeah.
like, yeah.
We should make that road a national park.
Yeah, we
Don't
should.
touch this road. This
Do
road's
not.
nice.
Don't
ruin
drive
this.
on it.
Wilmington.
Don't even
With some
think about
bears
driving
and
on it.
timberwolves.
Exactly. Yeah. Something. All these.
You drive on it, you'll get shot.
Yeah. Got all these new cul-de-sacs popping up. I hate it.
let's shoot all the motherfuckers.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Trespassing. Stop doing dumb shit. There was a
Pop
fucking
some
sign.
dumb shit.
Fuck you.
Yeah.
Poppy,
Hey,
get him.
Anthony. Anthony.
Speaking of dumb shit,
Bada bing.
Anthony walked in with food and Poppy's right
Bobby's
behind
like
him.
jingle, jingle, jingle. The tape came off of her top. We need to tape that little shit's
Her jingle bell.
jingle bell thing that she's got.
Yeah.
Also, I hope everyone has had a safe 4th. If you do the
Yes.
4th things,
We're early, so
we're a little early.
Yep.
tomorrow I
Can
might
you keep it
hurt
down?
myself.
We're recording a podcast right now, Anthony.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh
God.
boy. Oh God. I didn't know we got a comedian in here. Comedian.
Hey, boy,
Yeah.
oh boy.
Yeah. Simon and I went out on a yacht this weekend.
A yacht.
We were on a yacht.
Wow.
What y'all manage
Yachted it
that?
up.
We were on a yacht. Well, my girl's best friend was in town from New York, and a couple months ago for a friend's birthday, with that group, we all rented a yacht. It was like 13 people on this yacht. And
Oh, cool.
160 a piece, but 4 hours, and it was like awesome, like a good sized yacht.
fun.
So for
Yeah,
this,
something
for her
different.
friend coming down, she wanted to rent it again, and we did it with another group, and got Simon out there.
Hold on. You rent the yacht,
Yeah.
and they take you out for 4 hours,
Yes.
and then you
And they
have
have like
access
a
to.
few of them are serving you and stuff like that.
Oh, you can eat out there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they were.
Is there a pool on the yacht?
No.
Do you stop and swim?
We stopped and swim. It was in the
Stopped and-
river.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
cool.
I didn't swim.
Oh, river.
Yeah,
Swim in
I
the
went
river.
out. Well, we
like, river.
There's alligators in the
God.
river.
they brought out like 4 paddle boards, and so we were paddleboarding. It's not like we were swimming in the river, but unless you fell off, which I did.
Okay.
Not a real good paddleboarder yet, but I can get up. It was
All
Gab's
right.
first time, and she looked like a damn pro.
Good for her.
First time.
I
She's
was-
got
I
a
was-
good core.
I had no
the
idea.
shorter you are, I think maybe the better.
Yeah, it helped.
Yep.
But anyway, that was our kickoff to our July 4th week.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, that
fun.
sounds fun.
It was different. Yeah, I got a little bit burnt,
Yeah.
but it was nice. I drank a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Lost everything at some point.
Lost everything.
Lost my
Everything?
phone.
Wallet.
Then at the end, lost my wallet. My wallet ended up being
We're
in
on
the
a
car,
boat.
so that
We're on
worked
a damn
out.
boat.
You know,
Like,
how the
You know
fuck
what it
did
is?
you do this?
Well, the wallet I never. The
It's
thing
Simon.
Is, the wallet. Yeah, I know. Well, I had a. It was a.
You ever
I
heard of
felt
a
a little bit
bag?
overwhelmed. I had the bag,
Okay.
and I had everything in the bag, so I was really good. At some point, I was out because I was taking pictures. Everyone was taking pictures. We're having some drinks. I put my phone down somewhere, so that was easy. But after the drinks and hanging out and whatever it is, I'm just like, fucking, where's my wallet? I'm like, I don't remember where the fuck my wallet is. I'm like, I look in the bag. I only got one bag with me. It's got everything in it that I believe that I need, but not my wallet. And this was after we were off the boat.
Yeah, when
I didn't
you're
realize. I'm like,
thinking
what
the best.
fuck? I'm like, I never brought it with me. It was in my
What a
fucking
twist.
car. But for a hot minute there, I'm like, damn. I'm like buzzing. I'm like, I fucking lost my wallet.
Yeah, it ruined the day
I'm
for
like, fucking
everyone.
like, man, that sucks so bad. I'm like, what a
You're-
pain in the ass. And then I was so happy when I found it.
Yep. You're a hot mess.
But it was we should do that.
Yeah.
We should do that. Us guys, like,
Yeah, I would
get
try-
that
I'd try
again.
that with you
It's
guys.
a
That's
pleasure,
fun.
and that it's a perfect size yacht, isn't it? Like,
Yeah, oh yeah,
what a
no, it was
great
very
boat.
nice. And they were very nice. It was a good time.
The captain that they subcontract, the first time we went out, this was the best way to start the trip. The very first time we did it a couple months ago, and meeting the captain sitting up by him, and he looks at me, he was like, you're like my favorite actor. He had just seen Birdies. I was like, this is the best way to start a trip, dude. I love it. I love it. Yeah,
You're his
he's like,
favorite actor.
He loved.
How many movies he seen?
He's seen one movie.
Just the one.
Birdies,
Yeah.
I know that was a stupid thing to say, but you know.
Right. He's Amish. She's only been out for like.
Yeah, now that's the only way I want to
Yeah.
like ever be involved in a yacht. I just want to rent a little ride. I go out and come back.
Yeah, it's perfect. 4
Yeah.
hours is a perfect amount of time. We had great weather. It was no complaints there.
Yeah,
That sounds
good time.
great.
Yeah,
Yeah,
shaking
we'll do
our
that.
booties.
We'll
Oh,
do
we
that.
should. We should definitely
Sounds
do that.
fun.
Oh yeah.
Remember we used to do those little party cruises out of Carolina Beach?
Yeah,
They were cheap too.
those were cheap.
Like $6 or something.
Yeah.
You go out for an
Party
hour.
cruises.
That
Yeah.
was on those bigger boats, though. So you got like a dance floor and
Like a
a couple bars.
2-story,
Oh, yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like big, not like that's pontoon, but like a huge pontoon kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
We're so old that you used to go back in the day. You'd pay $6 to get on a boat, and that was a fee.
And that
Oh,
would
yeah.
take you to London.
Yeah.
Wow,
Straight
It's
to London.
crazy. That's
No,
so cheap.
but yeah, it was. You just
Go
go
out
in
for
there,
like an hour
drinks,
and then drive back
that
for an
little
hour.
disco floor in there.
Yeah.
I bet it's not $6 now.
I don't even know if
Only
because that
if
used to
they
be
still do
such
it.
a
Have
big
it.
thing out there. They might not have it anymore. I don't know. But
No,
I
it's-
told you.
Just made them stop. They're
I've
like,
I brought this up before. I was one day I was like booming Sleepy Hollow, and we were shooting it out at the Intercoastal, just the Carolina Beach, the bridge.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
On this side, and there's like some spots with those like kind of cliffs you see. You know, like I don't know, they're about 8 foot tall.
Yeah, I
Sand
see what you're
cliffs.
talking
You know what I'm
about.
talking
Yeah,
about? And there was this period scene. It was like a flashback scene in Sleepy Hollow where some lady was so dramatic she was about to jump off the cliff, kind of a thing, and the fucking party boat starts coming by, bumping some 50 Cent or something.
Yeah.
That was a good laugh.
Oh yeah.
Didn't quite make the
just
cut.
leave
but
this in. It's
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah.
Take you out a moment of touch.
Yeah, that's got to be on a reel somewhere that they're showing at like a party. You would
I
think,
hope.
oh, that was funny.
Good stuff.
It's one of the first times I remember seeing my mom and dad really uncomfortable was we were in Cozumel. We were chilling on a beach. It's like, oh, it's very nice. And all of a sudden, oh, here comes the party boat. Hell yeah. I'm like, oh, look at these guys. They're having fun. Pulls up. And the only thing that comes off the party boat, they're all men, and they're all wearing Speedos, and they're slapping each other on the ass. This
boy.
was a gay party boat. Yeah. And I'm like, fuck yeah, these guys are having fun. And my mom and dad are like, oh, shit.
Oh no.
Oh, gee. What are we exposing our kids to? We gotta go.
We gotta go before one of them takes their wiener out and puts it in another one's mouth.
That was so funny to me, though.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it was a party. There were a lot of, what do you call those sashes you wear? Big feathery.
Sachets?
This feathery boas.
Boas?
Yeah.
Boas.
Wow, very
they were boas.
stereotypical.
Exactly. Exactly. It was a stereotype in my head. They had
Yeah.
captain's hats on, glasses, boas, doing Speedos. I was
Couple
like,
of-
God
couple
damn.
of
Doing it
some
right.
chaps
They were
out
having
there.
fucking fun.
They were
That's
having
They were
fun.
having a blast.
The first time I ever went to New Orleans was at the tail end of Gay Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
And so I was leading camping trips. So my group gets there, and they're like on their last day packing up. And I'm talking to the lady getting myself and all the passengers
Packing.
checked in.
Mm-hmm.
And the lady run the place. She's like, man, if I see one more penis. She's like, because they're just like,
hilarious.
just nude at the pool.
Yeah, yeah. And there's
Yeah.
no stopping it when it's
There's
like
no-
thousands upon thousands. Of
right.
of
Who's
dangly
gonna stop
peni.
it? Who doesn't want to see this? That's their attitude.
I
Man,
love it.
At least
just
there.
be mindful of your floppy.
Because in New Orleans is different because I've been there for that. So I lived
Oh, yeah.
there for long enough to have seen just regular Mardi Thursday. Just
Yeah.
check out Thursday down there.
Yeah,
It's
it's Thursday.
Just
Yeah.
a Thursday.
I mean, you never know what's going to happen in New Orleans.
And I don't know if they still do, but they used to have signs like telling you the penalties for public sex. Like, remember,
Yeah.
Right.
there's a this many $100 fine for public
Yeah.
sex.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure
And
they
that's
got,
something-
that didn't get ignored.
Yeah, I didn't run across, actually. I was surprised
Yeah,
I never
it was at
ran
the post
across
office.
They were very concerned
Nudity
about
for
it.
sure.
The post office.
It was
On the
out,
sign.
out on because there's a post office downtown.
Oh my
I used
God.
to get like postcards and stamps
Man, if
for.
it's got to be at the
Yep.
post office, I need to go to New Orleans.
It's
Yeah.
New Orleans, man.
Head on over.
that. I remember that post office. It was nice.
Yeah.
Except for all the sex.
Yeah.
You guys ready to record Conan?
Yeah,
Yeah, it is
let's
that
do
time.
that. All right,
It is
yep,
that
we
time.
got to do that. All right, so hey, thank you so much.
Bada bing, bada bing,
Hey,
bada
bada
boom.
boom, bada bing, bada bing, bada boom.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.